Yo, it's your boy SB Hospital here on HTG podcast. Anything goes. Who we got in the building?
Yo, it's your boy Cash out. What it do?
What it do? Makes you.
Back, no seat in the bag.
No sleeping man. No sleeping man.
Are you gonna sing it?
I was in a good mood today, back on the podcast where we got a good time celebrating birthdays and stuff. I want to shout out Jazzy J. He's trying to do it right now. Hopefully she'll be pulling up soon. Shout out Smoking Blues, Larry Knack, and Cash out. Give him a good. Then we got Harley Love podcast for the first this will be yourself, second group have fun, rule 3.5 drink, so you got a shot. I can take a shot right now.
Hey, we have no water.
Got us a $5 margaritas, $5 minute drives, $5 chicken baskets for y'all here in Straight Blues, so
I got me a chicken basket today. I ordered one. It's sweet chili. No mocktail today. No mocktail. Just water.
Just water today.
Water's good for you. A lot of people don't drink water.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
That they don't drink water? It's a terrible thing that people don't drink water.
Why do you say that?
You need water to survive.
You need water to survive.
I mean, for good and bad. Like, to balance your body, you need water.
I drink water sometimes. I like it.
Sometimes? You should drink water every day.
Yeah, every day. I mean, I drink water every day. I'm just saying it's not like I drink it all day.
No, you're supposed to drink 8. You ain't there yet. Oh, okay. Not there. You're not there yet?
Just working on it.
I mean, I don't drink 8 bottles of water. No, I might.
But the water purifies the water to have a clean up the vagina out too, so.
I mean, it helps a man, too.
Yeah.
I mean, the same way that y'all don't want to taste something bad, you don't want to taste anything bad either.
But what are you tasting? Because it's like, it's your skin, right?
Well, they say it don't taste good, now eat good.
Well, I mean, if you're finishing in someone's mouth, then it has to taste.
Oh, you talking about so, but tell me, what was like, would you rather for the taste like beef?
I don't like beef. I don't eat beef or pork.
Do you like your hot dog dressed? Yes or no?
What am I dressing it in? What is it dressed in? That's how I need to know what it's dressed in. It depends. Okay, that's very situational. I feel like if you're in a relationship, then no. If you're not, then yes. Because but I still feel like it's situational. Because some people are in relationships and they can't trust their partner. So then absolutely yes. But I mean the take or pull answer should be yes all the time. Because you never know.
I used to like flavor comforts.
I've never had a flavor comfort.
That's when you get out of hand.
But I feel like
you get a flavor comfort.
But I feel like that's gonna throw your pH off though.
It's supposed to have a strawberry tip.
I'm walking out.
This is not a hookah. This is not a hookah. Why do we have flavor tips? But I feel like that's gonna throw your pH off.
Oh, the woman's pH balance.
Oh no, I'm very like I don't want you to go in the bathroom and be like, oh my gosh, I can smell hair. Like I don't want that.
Yeah, you smell good.
I mean, I think everybody should smell good. I mean, a vagina has a vagina smell, but
I'm not saying that.
no, I mean, a vagina naturally has a smell. It's going to smell.
There's nothing wrong with a girl.
You got your twang.
That one little smell on your lip, man. You got to do something and go to work like this. Early Elby.
You like a little pearly.
There's wrong with a little smell.
I mean, it's a body. Your body naturally has a scent, but it doesn't have to smell bad.
Yeah, not that fish, death, thunder.
Not thunder.
Why? Put in what you want to put out.
Put in what you want to put out. I eat pretty healthy for the most part. That's all.
I try to eat healthy. I just started back eating fruits, so I'm
You
happy
just
about
started, so you
that.
stopped.
Yes, I just stopped. Like sometimes I stop eating things, I forget, and then I just started back eating fruits. But it ain't have to do like on my digestive system. The food run through you, and I be at work, and I don't know. I'm scared to put them in the restrooms.
Oh no, I'm not going in a public restroom. Like I'm gonna pee in a public restroom, and I don't want to pee.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
So y'all not getting to the bathroom next time.
Well, I mean, no, personally, no, because my job is situational. So I'm not about to be in somebody's establishment blowing up the bathroom.
Boy, go around the courtesy flush.
Ain't no way. I mean, I courtesy flush at home.
Take a shower.
Man, you gotta courtesy flush. Use the bathroom.
I ain't say how long, just did it up. Going into the house.
You gonna leave work.
Yeah, leave work on my break. Go to the house and do the bathroom.
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to go anyway, so I don't have those issues to where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm out, I need to go to the bathroom.
Hey, they do say though, if you eat healthy, you can really like schedule it.
No, if you eat healthy, you can't control when you have to go. Most of the time, like, you have to go at weird times.
Train your body, you know, like.
How are you gonna train your body to know
Some
when you're
people
going?
go to the bathroom the same time every day. Every time they go to the bathroom, it's the same time.
In the morning, yeah, because they've eaten and now it's time to, relieve your body. But it's not like okay, I'm gonna schedule my poop for 3 p.m. today.
Too crazy.
That's wild business.
That's too much.
Then you would be training little kids to know when to go to poop.
How did y'all weekend in Mother's Day? Let's go run it back. How was Mother's Day?
Mother's Day was good for me.
It was good for you. I see you.
I did a photo shoot with my mom. So my mom was complaining that she didn't have any pictures of herself in my home. And I was planning on doing a photo shoot with Noah and I, so I was like, let me just pull my mom in, and then she can stop complaining about, not having a photo, and then that's like a whole experience for her, and she gets a photo. Yeah, but I didn't do it. Sean Smith, the lead did them for us. Yeah, Lee did them for us, and I bought her a dress. So, yeah, she had a nice little experience.
I had to work.
You had to work for Mother's Day?
That's how many go to work.
I'm passing out money to go to work.
This is a good night. And how was y'all weekend? We had a big weekend working with South Carolina, we had a big weekend.
Oh yeah, the rodeo.
Yeah, the rodeo going on.
No, I had to work the Alphas Derby. I had to record that, so I wasn't there. I was working.
I said it was like 7,000, 8,000.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Shout out everybody for being civilized and having a good time. And shout out to the women with them Daisy boots on, them cowboy boots and them cowboy hats on.
Shout out Josh.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Josh Douglas.
I gotta get me some boots, but I gotta break them in though. I can't.
I keep saying I want boots, but then I'd be like, my feet don't hurt, so I don't even do it.
Yeah, but them got the shows in there. There's some got the shows at the bottom, some jails.
Nah, I just feel like I don't really wear heels no more. I just be in flats and sneakers.
Yeah, I put the heel on. Put the lane in.
You and your soft girl.
No, my knees are bad. My knees are bad. My knees are bad. I do not have big knees. My knees are bad. So I do not put on heels. And then I'd be working all the time. Like I fell off the stage one time and I had on heels, and I could have caught myself if I would have had on like sneakers. So after that, I was like, y'all not have to mess with my equipment, knock me off the stage and stuff. Oh, absolutely.
I was just saying, you want to dress it up one night for your man, ask you dress it
Nope.
up.
Nope.
Without the heels, very good.
I gotta bring out the heels. I mean, in my younger days, I used to, in the heels, but like, I don't wear heels now.
You don't want them.
But I don't wear heels. Like it's rare, because then by the end of the night, like you see all the women, they bring a pair of flats anyways. They're taking the heels off, so why not just go the whole night in flats?
Go the whole night in flats.
But they can be stylish flats. Like they ain't gotta be like just slides. Like they can be nice shoes.
Hey,
I hate flats because I'll be having to sing and it'll be on toes.
Not me. I don't know about their toes, but my toes, look, they look alright. But look bad.
I didn't know that. But she was crazy.
I see somebody shows good old granddaddy Love was with me. We was out and the girl looked like she was a little kid, just scribbled all over her toes.
Oh boy, granddad slid.
You remember that?
Like white out on her toes.
Yeah, it looked like she just had white out, just all, and it was like on her skin and everything.
All.
It was bad. I was like, what in the world? You came out like that?
That was nasty.
Like, you didn't know it was white polish. You could have just cleaned up the lines a little bit.
Like she was driving like
She was trying to pull up fan. That's all it was.
Nah, this was before the fans got real popular. So yeah, it was a hot mess at its finest. You would never catch me like that.
Shout out 803 Fresh.
Shout out 803 Fresh. Y'all see this video?
Yes, seen. Shout out to video. See the video?
He had everybody in the video. Trap Dicky, Trucker, DJ Trucker. He had Anthony Hamilton in there.
South Carolina State band.
The whole band. He recorded at the school. Yeah, it's good. You should watch it.
Y'all masters in there.
Huh?
803 Fresh.
Fresh. He had Miss Shirley in there, the little 3-year-old little girl.
Oh yeah. She going viral right now.
Yeah, she lit. How y'all feel about Miss Shirley?
I don't even know.
He don't know about boots on the ground movement right now.
So you ain't seen that little girl that's been doing all line dances?
Oh yeah.
That's her name is Miss Shirley.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
See how we feel about that.
So some people feel like that she shouldn't be doing that. Her mom just made her OnlyFans.
what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why is it crazy? Let's talk about it.
OnlyFans is crazy.
Okay, so Bad Baby, y'all know who Bad Baby is? The little white girl that was on Dr. Phil.
Right.
She had OnlyFans and was making millions of dollars a month, and she wasn't even showing herself. And this was before she turned 18.
I'm gonna take that back because the word OnlyFans is triggered, so that's why I just said that. So now that I think about it, you can do other things on OnlyFans besides
Sexual activities.
Yeah.
I don't feel no way about it. But OnlyFans did just trigger me though. I had to.
So I feel like there's something like you can do YouTube, but YouTube can be bad. Like Snapchat can be bad, TikTok can be bad. Like anything, well not TikTok, because TikTok will ban you quick, but like Twitter.
So what's the hatred towards it?
So they think that she's like too grown.
To be
Pretty much.
doing the boots on the ground thing?
No, they think that she's acting too grown. Like they think that she should be like a normal 3-year-old. Which I think she's being a normal 3-year-old. So I feel like what's the difference of you doing dance, right? Like you being on a dance team. Dance teams dance way worse than what that little girl is doing.
Right.
Like they actually be twerking, like and all that stuff on dance
It's the
teams.
internet. It's the internet.
I mean, it's the internet. I don't think there's nothing wrong. I think it's cute. They dress her cute. Like I don't think they dress her inappropriately.
Right.
Like I don't think
She
any of
had
that.
on like a red sweater shirt or something with some boots, and I think I seen
Yeah, and she has like little flare pants. But like even if she has like a little crop top on, they always
Nah, I
have
ain't
like a
with all
little.
that.
No, listen, they have a little shirt on under the crop top. Like it's cute.
And I feel like ain't that wrong. Listen, I feel like if a young girl want to do that and and she want to do that, her family not pushing her, that's cool. Like there's no difference between rest in peace to the young lady, John Benet Ramsey. You know the girl that was in the pageant one day. You know what I'm saying? I think about this, they get the
What happened with the girl?
Shit, they killed the girl or whatever. But what I'm saying is like how the girls be in the pageants and things of that nature. And like if you got one that's very much popular and become a celebrity, you're gonna push that in their pageants, they do wear tight and stuff like that. I think it's just a good way to girl. She doing the line dances. And then in the line dances, I really haven't heard too much sexual stuff in like some of the major line dances that's telling you how to do a dance.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like, oh, it is like push the hip in and pop a fan, but it ain't like they saying sexual stuff doing it.
Right.
It's like let you slide type shit.
Right.
And if they can capitalize on this 3-year-old and she want to do it and she's willing to do it, then shit. We need to figure out how to make some generational wealth off of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer said when she was young, she knew that she was the one carrying a family. And she knew that everybody had to sacrifice for her. So she paid her brothers and her sisters and her mom and dad. And she said she still does, if I'm not mistaken, to this day, because everybody helped her get to where she was. Like everybody had to sacrifice their mom and their dad because she was out on the road and they was focused on her because she was making the money. She was the breadwinner.
Right.
So it's no different.
I have my little kid, and she want to do something. Hey, let's go. We just have the proper people in the proper places.
Right. As long as you're protecting them, I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem.
Just
Keep your boots on the ground.
Little, no, not little Shirley, Miss Shirley. You
Miss
know,
Shirley.
why you gotta put a big or a little on it?
I thought it was Big Shirley, man.
Nah,
Not
it's Miss
Shirley
Shirley.
Martin. Not Big Shirley.
Shout out to Miss Shirley, man.
Miss Shirley.
Miss Shirley, shout out to her, shout out to her. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We're about like 15 minutes in. Jazz is on the way. She said she's on the way. So, but we're
Blue
gonna get into it.
Jazz.
All right, we're just gonna
Blue Jazz.
we're gonna start with our topics that we had. I think our first topic we was gonna talk about unraveling this Diddy case for a minute, 10-minute max. We ain't gotta go too much in because we done learned a lot of things in these past 2 weeks of
We
testifying.
learned too much for no reason.
Let's
We
go.
learned too much
I'm gonna
for
keep
no
going.
reason.
So let's go. What did we learn, Barry?
What did we learn? A whole lot for no reason. Okay, so
You don't even know where to start.
it's not even where to start. Like, we all know what we learned, right?
Diddy nasty.
Not yes.
He's cool.
Yes.
Both of them.
I wouldn't even say cruel, right? So if you think about it, like if we unravel it, this case is silly because we're putting Diddy's sex life on trial, right? Well, he should have never put his hands on Cassie. Let's say that first. I'm not sticking up for the domestic violence, but Cassie was consenting to this. Like she was doing these freak offs behind Diddy's back too.
How can you suck so much dick you got sores in your mouth? It's crazy.
But listen, no, that was okay. She might have been scared of Diddy, but you were still doing it. You were still asking him, "When's the next one?" You reached out to the sex workers yourself, and let's be clear: the sex workers are only bad because you were paying them for sex.
But she
Nobody was doing.
in her mouth because she
It
was sucking
doesn't-
so much pee.
But that was her. She chose to do that. She said, "Oh, I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose Diddy, so I did this stuff." That's on you. That's something wrong with yourself.
Is she a hoe?
Is she a hoe?
Is she a hoe?
Because she did.
No, she
Why?
a dog. She don't play.
I don't know if that would necessarily classify her as a hoe because people have
Fine though,
people have like swingers.
Right, for real.
Like that's a thing.
That's a lot of sex.
That is a lot of sex. I'm not here for it. But literally, his sex life is on trial for what?
Crazy.
But she's making herself look bad too because she's saying the things that she did voluntarily.
Yeah.
The only thing
She was
that Diddy,
coerced. What's the word? Coercion.
the only thing to me that Diddy did was put his hands on that girl. He shouldn't have. They loved each other too much. Like
Yeah.
that was like toxic love that they were doing crazy stuff with each other. But then you end up being with Diddy's trainer. Like her now husband is Diddy's trainer.
But
So he knew.
You left Ryan Leslie first.
But Diddy a wild boy though, man. He's a wild
But she's
boy.
wild too. Ain't no way I'm about to let you come and then I'm about to rub it on his nipples. Like, make it make some sense. Like, who even wants that? And then you're doing all this with a man that you said his penis is the size of a Tootsie Roll. Like, make it make some sense. It ain't worth it.
When did they say that? They said.
No, that's what she said. They described the size. They told her to describe the size of Diddy's penis. She said it's the size of a Tootsie Roll.
She said, "Oh, they got it in the court documents."
They got her in court documents. You ain't been seeing the memes going around with Diddy and the Tootsie Rolls?
They don't be on my algorithm.
Not the Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls, yeah.
Tootsie Roll, little, cool, little, to the right, to the right.
All right, I gave my opinion. What's your opinion?
Well, what you think? What you think about this Diddy case, Keith?
Mary just said it, man. I just want to hear somebody make her take accountability. I'm good. I know Diddy a dirt dog. I know he is. I just want somebody to say she a dog too.
That's like they're
And he was
like
wrong for hitting her though. You feel me? I don't hit women, so I don't.
So if he was on trial for hitting her, then I'd have been like, yep, go and take him. But that's not what he's on trial for. He's on trial for sex life.
He basically on trial for sex trafficking, basically like paying people to come, and they basically made it legal where you really can't do that.
Yeah, it's illegal to pay for sex.
Right.
And that's what he was doing. But
Right.
the people that was accepting the money for the sex should be on trial too.
Except for some places in Las Vegas and Diddy.
Or
You can pay for sex.
Not, why did you make this a disclaimer?
cause he done bought some Las Vegas, but
That's nasty.
it's alright, my boy.
You
It's
know,
alright.
it's like you need something about some food.
Oh yeah.
Cool,
yeah.
mom. It's hot there in Las Vegas though. It's hot. Let me put it high.
I'm not paying nobody for nothing.
Hey, if you buy him a gift, you paying for it.
That's not true. That's not true. If you buy stuff for me and
I
I'm
say I ain't gonna
that's
pay
not
for it. I
paying.
pay till I need. I'm paying for it.
Yes, sir.
I know what I'm gonna do at the end of the night.
Do y'all think this is an attack? Not only, I'm not saying that public is not wrong, but do y'all think it's an attack against black entertainment?
Black millionaires, yeah.
Are they tearing the black men down?
So yes and no. Like I feel like yes and no. Hold on. Yes and no. I feel like people are doing things. Like I know a lot of this just personally. Like for people that I've interviewed and things that like people have said that like work with Puff, and they say because Puff was not doing what the Jews wanted him to do, so now they're attacking him. So because you know the Ciroc brand is owned by Jewish people, so Diddy was not doing. They wasn't in alignment. So now they brought all of his sex life to on trial. But that's why you saw all these CEOs stepping down, all of that stuff, because they was wrapped in this too. In the news, they have under all of their houses is a tunnel where they all are just going under their houses and walking to Diddy's house to do all this stuff. Everybody needs to be on trial, not just Diddy.
So, like I said, so you feel like it's an attack against the black entertainment,
I do.
I don't necessarily think it's black
well, I'm saying
entertainment.
that, the reason why I'm saying that because it not only are they pulling other people into it, but it's hard to be on trial when everybody's gonna make a decision and put all kind of these little memes out and all these little the cartoons and all this shit.
Influence.
Because you know when you're on trial, the people on the jury supposed to have know nothing about you or what you did to that point, and then they supposed. But most people and how big this shit is, they know about what's going on beforehand. Just
But that's why you have, okay, so the next person we was talking about was Tory.
Right.
So that's why you have a lawyer that knows how to pick a jury. And I know you can't control other people, but that's when you ask these questions, when they ask their line of questioning, that's how you know who you want to pick, because you know how somebody's mindset is.
Okay.
But that's just like, hold on, that's just like Tory. Once you know, like I feel like Tory could have won his case, but his lawyer was so worried about coming out of court and going live versus helping Tory with his case, because there's no evidence that Tory shot that girl. His fingerprints aren't on none of the gun evidence, none of it. It just came out that Megan had a piece of glass in her foot. She didn't even get shot. But your lawyer should have done all of that for you. But they were worried about social media, like you said. So, two, it's not necessarily like, I don't feel like it's an attack on black people. I feel like us as black people aren't doing our due diligence either.
Okay, I'm glad you explained it like that because me being old and me being through the system, baby girl, you guilty already for being black.
No, I get that.
Yes. With the justice system, you already guilty.
I get that.
And by you saying that, putting up a defense, this, that, and the third, the way they project everything in social media and with jury selection, you're already guilty. If y'all don't know, y'all might not know this, but in 1996, when the way the been saying Puff was gay and doing all this stuff, in 96, she got kicked out on Hot 97 in New York because Bad Boy was booming at the time, and she was saying that Derek Jeter and Puffy were sleeping together. You can look it up. But us older cats, street dudes, we've been knew this Joker was a failure. Y'all just now finding out because what's going on
He don't even know what
is
he's talking about.
beneficial beneficial to the powers that want to keep controlling black entertainment and entertainment clearly. Y'all, these people are making so much money that they are able to control things and they're not liking it.
No, I'm not saying, that's what I said, I see both sides. I'm not saying you're wrong or I'm right. I'm just saying I see both sides.
It's too divisive though.
And the piggyback of
You
that.
said what about Chris Brown?
Chris Brown, for real.
Cause he free now.
He probably gonna get to that. We get to that.
Yeah, we got Chris in there too.
But I feel like the piggyback when TC said, I feel like that when you a black man and you get to these certain powers and you get to these certain levels, the only thing they can do to you is exposure. When you cross the line, I mean, it was R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they say he been doing all these things for so long, right? And then, but when he crossed the line, they had to burn his bridge and they put him in jail.
I just feel like everybody doing their own thing. I mean, even if we go from like Aaliyah was messing with all the older men.
Correct.
Like it's like a pattern, and people's parents are allowing them to do this. So, I mean, we're fighting a battle that's like silly because if you have a kid and you allowing your kid to do X, Y, Z, I don't tell you how to live your life with your kid.
You right. So what you think about the Diddy case, Jay? What you think about the Diddy? What has been brought to the light recently?
I mean, I'm not. I just feel like when I read it, she was that Cassie was also still going back and sleeping with him. I thought she had that left her. I think he had jumped on her. Like to me, that's just I can't seem to understand. So at this point, why is he on trial? Because really and truly, she was contributing to like he was going back. So it clearly was something he was liking about it. Even though you saying he was going through these little phases where you had to get yourself back together after having these whatever y'all was having. But you went back for more. Again and again and again. So clearly you liked it. So
And in between all of your relationships, you was going back to Diddy. And with her now husband,
she has cheated with him.
right. It says, oh, my husband called while I was having sex with Diddy.
It was the lifestyle, my boy. She can't leave a
What
million.
y'all think about the Stockholm syndrome?
They could have been part of it, but she can't leave that lifestyle.
That's what she said though. She came out of her mouth and said, I didn't want to lose Diddy and the lifestyle. Like she said that out of her mouth. I wanted this. I wanted him.
So
And I wanted what he came with. No, she's not the one that's suing him.
Oh, okay.
She already got her 20 million.
Right.
And she about to get 10
Oh, 30. Her 30 minutes?
30.
He basically,
So yeah, it's not her. That was just a witness that they brought on.
basically on.
Okay.
So she just out here telling everything.
What's the man, Jackson, the boxer?
Man, he on trial for his person. He on trial because he crossed the line. And on top of that, they exposing his life. But when he on trial, what he did illegally, they said he was paying for prostitution, sex trafficking, and things of that nature. But they don't say if you do that, but you ain't got to expose. Like, if you need to prove that part, you ain't got to prove that. Like, you can say, hey, they had a freak out and paid for A, B, C, D.
Right.
Why we gotta know every detail? Why we gotta know she had sores on her mouth from sucking so much dick? Why we gotta know that she got pussy got dry like
They
sunset?
gotta make it like that so you can.
They have to build a perception because they're gonna judge him off his person. They're gonna judge him off his character, not off the facts.
But now check this out though. Them lines are blurred. They don't be behind these girls.
They still get
I
fooled.
think people are still
Ain't nobody trying up with 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I think people are still getting fooled out. Like that's not stopping. I mean, people. I feel like people. If they lock Diddy up, somebody else
What
gonna
I'm
do it.
saying is
It's not gonna stop.
The lines is gonna get higher. And guess what? We're gonna get more trouble. More trouble. I'm telling you, it's gonna get worse and worse, man.
What I'm saying is
You
what you're
used to
saying.
get paid for some wet. Now you can't even, like, bro.
When this first came out, Mary Owens, The first thing I said was, Eddie didn't kiss somebody however possible. That is the first thing I said. Nah, he must have been doing too much. I said, no, Eddie didn't kiss somebody.
He didn't do what somebody wanted him to do. That was it. That's simple.
It's nothing but the combination of character and public embarrassment.
That's how it
You have to
is.
destroy his character because he is in the public eye too powerful. So you gotta destroy like his image so that other people won't want to work with him. It's like, okay, now after this, if you get caught working with Diddy, it's like you frown upon it now.
Like he said, my thing is this. We don't ever see this happen to any other race though.
Exactly.
Because those races know how to play the game.
No, because we don't own the bigger.
And it's like, whoa, I don't condone the stuff that Diddy doing, but it's a lot of other races of people that do a lot worse that we still go eat and support the establishments.
But what I
still support them.
What I mean by that is the white people either have the money, so they're making the rules, or they're playing by the rules for the people. So most jails and most music labels and all that are owned by white people and Jewish people. So they're the ones making the rules. So if you're not following what they want you to do, they have all the power.
I have no problem with them making you follow their rules and you want to opt out. But what I'm saying is, when our black millionaires and billionaires opt out, this is when we supposed to support them. I don't care what they did, because guess what? We don't got that many of them. And if you keep taking them down one by one, guess what? We definitely, it ain't gonna be no hope for nobody.
But at the same time, you're saying take them down like they're not doing something wrong. Like sex trafficking is wrong. So why not be more cautious if that's what you gonna do?
It's like Donald Trump doing something wrong. Let's take him down. There's a lot more people that's doing wrong stuff that we hear about, that we know about, that they stuff gets swept under the
I mean,
rug.
but Donald Trump is also white, and he has.
That's what I'm saying. And the one thing about the other races, they don't care what you did.
They still support.
But we gonna support you.
We don't care at all.
Period. I don't care what it did. Boy, you still in charge of us. Hey, my money invested in us. Hey, I ain't gonna talk about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. If we don't create, and then my thing is this, even to have a strong culture, you gotta have monsters. Cause who's gonna protect you? You just gonna let somebody south run in and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna take this one down again. We need monsters who gonna do some shit that you ain't capable of doing, that you don't wanna do.
So him coming in my hand and then rubbing it on your nipples is what we
I'm
need.
not saying that per se. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's
You
it.
said a lot. Like that's the demons we're talking about now.
What I'm saying is, with the cultures, guess what? It's probably good Jews, they got money. It's probably bad Jews that got money. It's probably good white people with money. It's probably bad white people with money.
No, absolutely.
We can't just say, lock all the black people up that's bad with money. Guess what? We need them strong black people to fight them evil white people or them evil.
I agree.
So why we keep throwing our evil people under the bus when they doing the same thing for the people they working for doing?
But we may be throwing up on the bus publicly, but they get thrown up on the bus by the fucking law. The feds coming. We can't fight the feds.
Okay, look, what I'm saying is, it's still out. Is what I'm saying. We opt out of dealing with feds.
I'm still playing music. I'm still playing music.
Still play our game.
It's still coming up. What I'm saying, but what I'm getting what you're saying is like it's the point that like, hey, they can sit out there and say free Diddy all day. That's the feds, but the feds want him for a particular thing. But why we want this particular thing? We could expose your whole lifestyle, and then the people that were surrounded with you who was probably getting money to cut checks, they getting out the way because look, you gotta think about this. You got Young Angle, right? She was like, oh, we real bad, we doing this, right? Motherfucker is out the way, bought a Ferrari, and about her business, right? She might not be on payroll no more, but it ain't like publicly, she may not be supporting him, but you don't know what she's doing privately, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, she ain't trying to fuck up her coin.
Right.
She got the number one podcast in the nation they don't come, they come out with
I just think.
How that work?
She just looked
Because she was on Diddy's,
She was on remote.
I just think that they just play on our morality as black people because they know we're moral people. And I just think they use that against us and they kill us every time. We ain't gonna never have a strong black leader because we feel like you gonna be perfect like Jesus. No.
No, you gotta be perfect.
We gonna have.
Repeat that.
It's like we never gonna have strong black leaders because they gonna make them seem evil to us, and the black people gonna opt out. And because they feel like,
heard of the African dude named Ibrahim Torre?
yeah, I know a lot of strong, but guess what? A lot of them don't get promoted over here because they too powerful. They don't get like Farrakhan. They keep them.
Remember that name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But that's what I'm saying though. But they play on our moral integrity. That's what I'm saying. They use that against us. Sometimes, man, we gotta be like, man, look, this man business. Long as he keep donating to the black community, they gonna take all of it. They ain't gonna be able to do that for us.
Because the reality.
That's what they do. They believe them trying.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead,
You gotta think
Jay.
about the
I agree with
contract
what
you
you're
got
saying
too.
though, Cash, because the reality is black people, we are very supportive of each other than whites. We don't want to see nobody doing no better than us, like in the next. So instead of us fighting together, we fight against. Like, and like Mary said, they pray on it. They see that and they pray on it. And instead of us seeing that as a whole, we don't. We look past it. We be null and void. And he looking dumb as a mule.
That's all. I still don't support what Diddy did, but it's like, hey, he one of the leaders, man. Let him do it. Hey, he got the money, man. We gotta.
And another thing, they gonna step away because they don't want to be exposed. Hey, the people that was in the party,
And I
when they out the way, hey, I need to get out the way. You're not gonna expose me, so better go rolling.
It kills me so bad because instead of them saying, you know what, boy, we all got dirt on each other, let's back them. And hey, we gonna come, hey, I got 10 mil, he got 50 mil.
But everybody's saying, Lord London.
You said what? That going down? Oh.
Look, Lord London's name came out. Like, she was messing with Diddy while she was with Nipsey.
Right.
Before and after and during. Like, all of this is
That's a
wild.
lie.
They said during.
That's a
During, they
lie.
said during.
That's a lie.
They said before and after.
And during.
Heard during.
And during.
That's a lie. You would not lie on news
I
like that.
like to see that.
What's up with Tory, though? What's up with Tory, man?
Nigga did so much goddamn old AI bullshit, lies and shit.
But I mean, they're releasing what happened, like the court minutes. Like what was said in the court.
Wait, I need to see some proof that Nunu was dealing with you. I need to see the proof. Nunu is not doing it. Did you see how she acted about Rashad? No,
Look,
Nunu
that
is
is
not
not
going to do
business.
that.
That is not
That's a
my
movie, man.
That's her.
Hey man, that dude that we talking about, Puffy, is way bigger than y'all actually thinking.
I know.
The power that he possessed, and like what y'all getting at is this right here. It's not Puffy by himself. L.A. Reid and all these motherfuckers, Jimmy Iovine, all this shit is part of that shit.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? They taught him this shit. That's just like us taking a
Stockholm
black kid.
syndrome.
That's just like us taking a black kid and putting them in a suburb and taking a goddamn old white kid and putting them in the hood. When they grow up, the white kid gonna act like he from the hood, the black kid gonna act like he a white boy from the suburbs.
Right.
He was under the tutelage of those dudes.
Yeah.
What happened? They sent Usher Raymond over there. He was under the tutelage of that dude that's been the same thing Puff did.
And how long got her?
They did the Puff.
Not how long got herpes. That's wild.
Hey, you see what Russell did? He got him.
Look, 50 Cent said he was at a wedding one time, and Puff offered to buy him, take him shopping, and he was like, nah, I ain't with it.
Yeah, when you say the same thing.
And then somebody was like, well, him and Meek was matching, and then 50 Cent was like, well, obviously what offended me didn't offend me.
Hey, look, though, I would keep it 100 with you, though. I don't even have I wouldn't even have no wherewithal to be like, no. When I read that, I was like, shit, I'm like, yeah, but then when I started saying, like, Damn,
But
boy.
everybody knew how Puff was.
Yes.
So that's not a secret.
Man, I
Like,
know,
people
man,
knew
I'm
how
sure.
Puff was before he got win a crack.
If you was an average nigga like me, I'm saying that motherfucker like, come on, nigga, I'm taking a shot. I'm like, shit, nigga, let's go.
No,
Not thinking,
no.
not looking at
See,
it.
that's your problem. You don't be like in the think a lot. You just be trying to live in the moment. You got to think
That's
sometimes.
when I would have been thinking, not really thinking like, what this nigga trying to.
No, you
And
got
then you show up at a club and you and this nigga got the same outfit on.
Ain't no way.
The only thing that
Damn.
a woman and her man do together, you with another man doing that.
Damn.
Right. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
And then later on, they
Ain't no
come
way.
out and talk about y'all gay. Yeah, it look like it, nigga.
Right.
It look like it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it look like it.
What, he took you shopping and y'all bought the same matching outfit?
And wore it at the same time to the same event.
I don't know nobody that do that with a dude and a girl.
Oh, you saying you would have took the free
I'm
shopping?
just saying, if a nigga was just like, I'm chilling with him, I'm thinking he up, and he like, shit, nigga.
You're right. You right. You was got that nigga in your ass too.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I don't think so. Cash. I don't think so.
Pass the fuck out.
Oh, he would have been baby oil down. That's what he would have been.
I'm just telling you how I would have been looking at it. But then when I sat down, I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta watch out.
All right, hey.
Right, watch out for what I did. Alright, so what y'all got to say about Tory against that for touchdown?
My boy didn't do it.
Tory, he didn't do it. He
I
didn't do it.
always didn't think he
Did
did.
he too?
What's wrong girl's name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey, there we go. Once Kelsey got on that stand and pleaded the fifth, we knew it was her. We knew it was her before when they was like, oh, they was arguing. You can't see Tory, he's real short. You can't see him over the car. So if you and Kelsey was already fighting, I'm coming over there to break it up. The gun go off. You knew you was fighting with that girl. Y'all fighting over this man. So you put this man in jail because he smashed Kelsey.
And the truth of the matter is, Kelsey was dealing with her
First, right.
and Megan went behind her. And that ain't
But
the
they
first
was
man she done went behind her with.
On her friend, right. But publicly, her and Tory was out. Her and Kelsey was not.
Okay.
So,
Kelsey got
but
to tell her how
you're
to
still
be.
right. But that's still stupid. Y'all was sharing a man, and now you upset because when I leave and go on tour, y'all still fooling with each other, and I wanted y'all to stop. But low key, he was trying to get with Kylie. So why are y'all even fighting over this man in the first place?
It was drunk.
SB, say that shit one more time, man.
Kelsey got to stop telling Megan about that dick. She can't tell.
Oh, that part. You can't.
Too much.
You can't.
Megan ain't
That's
Nobody about the sexual partner because they don't want it.
rule number one.
Megan looked like she ain't hit on a bowl of grits. I would want her to be my friend.
I just think she was.
I wouldn't trust her as far
I
as
just think she was. She gives off insecure. She gives off. She probably seen Kelsey and Tory having a ball, and she was like, I got more money than this bitch. I'm more popping.
Yeah, he don't act like that with me.
But Kelsey's vibe was better than hers. That was good night.
Kelsey
I
popped
ain't never
that.
cared for her.
But no, she wasn't even, I don't even know how the gun got out, but the gun went off because it dropped.
Yeah.
So nobody shot nobody. The gun just went off.
And
That's the story they told in court.
No, that's not the story they told in court.
So how do you know that's true?
Because
You was there?
no, I wasn't. But the evidence
Research.
says that it's there, and research, and that's what Tory said.
Research.
And not even that's what Tory said. If everybody, like the bodyguards and all of them, are saying this is what happened, but I'm not about to get on the stand and say it. That's what
At
happened.
the end of the day, Tory
You
got his
need to be
master's
a
back.
lawyer because he would have got stabbed up those
So
last
look.
couple weeks.
Oh, he would have been out. He would have been out.
Thank you.
He would have been out. Hey, I would have not. No.
To the door.
No, y'all trying to hide evidence? No, bring that evidence right on out. Ain't no way.
The thing, yeah, this is how I feel about Tory. Tory just played this, he played it as a game, he was playing checkers and not shit. But you took over the whole pandemic by doing that live radio shit. You got your masters back, you got illustrated.
Quarantine radio. I was a big fan of quarantine radio. I got a shirt and everything.
But you was going crazy. Megan was in the deal with the people in Houston and stuff. And then got in Rock Nation, they were the powers that be. There was too much money behind this lady for her to vote, for them to like for this shit to
Look where she at now though. Like I can post her on my YouTube and she get like very low views. Ain't nobody checking for Megan.
They may not be checking for, but it's still like but she's somehow the machine is generating the numbers for her.
No, it's not. Ain't nobody checking for Megan at all.
It's still a world too. I'm talking like fresh out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying
but
she's still a household name, but she's not A-list. She's not A-list.
She is capitalizing off of Tori still to this day. Like even on tour.
Yeah, correct.
She can't hold her own right now without capitalizing off of Tori.
And I agree with you.
So then no, nobody's checking for her. She's making herself relevant. She's making herself relevant off of Tori. Once Tori get out, it's gonna be a wrap. And that's what they working on. He about yes.
36 hours.
They working on it.
They said 36 hours.
Because I'm telling you, they held.
Why?
Because they held evidence, and his prints are not on anything. That's why I said his lawyer was more focused on going live.
And they didn't get no gun fragments on her foot. There were no gun fragments.
Out on an appeal?
No, he's getting out because they're.
No, baby, I know how the process works. You just can't get out. Is he getting out on an appeal?
So explain what an appeal is.
So basically,
Appeal is that means that once you get sentenced,
They
you
retry.
got to goddamn gonna file paperwork back to the court.
So you
To retry.
And prove to them. Y'all remember when C. Murder got out of jail for a minute with his brother Master P got him out for a little while and he went back to court. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, go back.
He got out on an appeal, meaning that something went wrong in his case.
Okay,
So therefore, they filed what went wrong in the case, take it back to the court. They say, yeah, you're right. We're gonna give you a retrial. Once you get granted a retrial, you can post bail again and go back on the street. So that's why C. Murder was on the street for a little bit of time, for a while again. Then he went back to court. And they gave him the same fucking damn time to send his ass back.
So this, yes, to answer your question.
So he must got an appeal.
So the evidence is being leaked out though. So people like showed her x-rays and where it was a piece of glass in her foot instead of a bullet. So things like that. So now he's going back to trial for that.
Well, they real hard trying to bullet. Boy.
Yeah.
they wrong for that.
But y'all gotta think too, it's just like Diddy, he has a lot of power. Tory, just like Nipsey Hussle, y'all remember when he had dropped the album and then he ended up going platinum like the first day because he sold his album for $1.
Right.
And then he bought a million copies of his own album, so he went platinum. He was then again showing people that you don't need the industry to go platinum.
Right.
Or to sell your music. Y'all gotta look at the business side of stuff. When they feel like they get money taken out of their pockets and the misconception of the business and everything starts to somebody start putting out the secrets, they want you to shut the fuck up. It's
So what he was doing was like he would sell his record with like a piece of clothing. So the music industry can't pretty much tax that. So that's money in his pocket. So I don't have to go through streaming. So like the Jimmy Iovine's and all them like he was talking about, streaming was a problem for them because they can't capitalize off of it. They can't. I can make more money off streams than you can. So that's why record labels are like pretty much dead now. Like people aren't trying to sign because they're like, I can make my own money. I can get my own publishing, stuff like that. I don't need you. So that's pretty much what he was doing.
Right, so I got another topic. It's off the topic list that we got though.
So was Tory dumb or was he protecting black women?
Oh, so we didn't get there. So Jason Lee put out his text message between him and Tori, and Tori was like he really loves Kelsey, and he didn't want her to go to prison, so he took that for Kelsey.
Right. So, but what I'm asking y'all was Tory dumb or was he protecting black women?
I think it was a little bit of both.
The narrative is that he should have been protecting black women and he wasn't. So,
but he was protecting Kelsey. He was literally protecting both of them.
But Kelsey didn't protect him, so that's why feel like he's dumb. Because at the end of the day, she should have stood on business with him too. If he was gonna do that, then she should have stood on business.
Because if you listen to his album, he was saying he was trying to protect both of them, but you throwing me under the bus. I kept calling you, trying to, find the common ground, but you being silly.
Now, where do the lines blur between when we supposed to know when to protect black women and not?
When you about to go to jail, go prison. I ain't doing it, bro.
Cause I'm just saying, feeling like what is wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's dumb because one, I'm trying to protect you, but you're not letting me protect you. If you're not gonna let me protect you, then why do I need to protect you? Does that make sense? Like, why are you fighting against me? Like, now you're harming me. Like, if it's me or you, I'm gonna pick me every time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to protect you, but if you're not gonna accept it, then I'm not about to put myself in danger for you.
But so when we was talking about in the car, it's a greater risk for a black man to protect a woman than it is for a woman to protect a black man.
They go to the door with them, don't they?
You feel me? Like what we were saying in the car, is for a black man to protect a woman, it's a greater risk for him than the woman trying to protect the man.
I agree.
So yeah, the black man, he just getting fucked everywhere.
Because women are very emotional too, and they don't go off of like facts 9 times out of 10. We go off of the way we feel.
Think about it. If
Yeah, emotion.
That's what I said. We're emotional.
That's why you should have never been fucking with both of them. Because they're emotional.
What I'm saying is,
You right about that. You right, my brother. You should never been fucking with
Hey,
both
you
girls.
talk about protecting them, you know women are emotional.
And then you
But
try
hey,
to fuck a
if
white
it
girl.
ain't time to, they both bad. Nigga, and both of them.
Hey man, you got women that raise women and say at some point in time, I know this bitch gonna try me.
Yeah.
My daughter. I know this bitch gonna try me sometime. I'm gonna have to straighten my ass out.
but this is what I'm saying though.
So therefore, I'm just saying, therefore, you know they emotional. You have no business riding around with 2 chicks that you fucking unless you a pimp.
Unless you got it controlled. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, unless you
And you have the situation under control at all.
What I'm saying is, where do we, like, how do we supposed to know? Because, like, if I'm protecting you, I can be in jail tomorrow.
The key thing you say.
How do I pick, like, dang, is this a dumb reason to throw myself under the bus? Or just a real reason for me to, should I lay my life on the line?
What he's telling you is,
No.
You ain't laying your life on the line for him.
Okay, but you know the narrative is black men just don't protect black women no more.
but you put yourself in a situation to be stupid. That's what he's saying. He's saying, okay, you can protect somebody, but don't be stupid at the same time. Like he was being stupid by messing with both of them women at the same time. So now you put yourself in danger along with both those 2 women.
I ain't protecting nobody.
Because you know how they are.
So you're not protecting nobody.
My mama.
I'll give it a say it, goddamn.
My mama and my sisters.
So women, how do y'all feel?
You get married, you're not protecting your wife.
The key thing you said a while back was you got 2 alpha females in the car, dude. Alpha females. The key thing you said was she said over there, I make more money than little bitch.
I know that's what it was.
Hey,
Are they really
You
alpha?
can't do that.
Are they
You
really
can't
alpha?
be with no alpha. You can't be around no alpha and you got a girl
she's
like
an alpha
Kelsey
female.
and you
The
got
reason I say are they really an alpha female because a real alpha female ain't really going for that. You ain't finna have me in no car with this bitch just cause you got money and you fucking
No,
stop playing with
no,
me.
but guess what?
I'm glad you said that.
Y'all taking the
I'm glad you said that. That motherfucker come out.
Say what?
I said, I'm glad you said that because when they was in that car, that lifter made that person you just said come out.
Hey, anything.
No, but I'm saying like I would not do that. As in my logical mind, a man is not gonna have me in the car with his people that I know he bonded because at the end of the day I don't like that.
Y'all keep saying, hold on, pause. Y'all keep saying, you keep saying the men ain't gonna have you in the car, but what I'm saying is,
You know what I'm saying?
you supposed to be
I get what you're saying. I'm just
Megan's supposed to be peace. What happened is Megan couldn't keep it peace. She was in this.
I like they've been doing this all this time. So clearly they both wasn't, they wasn't no beef
No,
before.
what the hell was when they was sitting over there in their house? Kylie Jenner, Kylie Jenner was sitting over there in that jacuzzi, and she a billionaire on top of 20, and that nigga was sitting in that jacuzzi and was like, well, I want to hit Kylie Jenner too. And then they sitting here like, damn, so now you want to fuck, and they like, now you want to fuck the white girl.
Look.
And it was over. They got it over. It was over. It was over.
I tell you what killed it too. She couldn't get no public affection because you know this your homegirl did. So guess what? Every time you see him on something like Holly, he can touch Holly. Guess what? Chelsea, chill. This ain't Megan. You good? You can do all that. Megan looking at both of them just have a ball, and she can't even rub on them not one time.
And they got drunk. Got in that car. And they got old.
I don't think money is the only thing that makes a woman an alpha female. That's why I say at the end of the day, she's not really an alpha
But
female.
I do agree. I agree with him too, though.
I think we all agree.
I agree with him.
I have two girls in the truck with me, and I know it ain't gonna be me.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do that either. You know what I'm saying?
My best friend ain't gonna be sleeping with the same person I'm sleeping with, first and foremost.
Thank you.
It's a new breed out here.
It's a whole new breed, but y'all's wild.
They call
Best friend. My
They call
best friend
You're right, and I teach my daughter that too, because I'll let you hopping from one little boy to the next little boy to the next little boy, and I'll be like, you're not allowed to have no boyfriend at all in middle school, because for what? He done dated all your friends.
Hold up.
No, it's nasty. They got STDs and everything. In middle school.
You put a name on.
No, in middle school, like my daughter came home and she asked me, like, how exactly do you get an STD? And I had explained it to her. She was like, oh, well, one of my friends was having sex in the big air bathroom. She called it an STD.
Oh, wow.
In the big air bathroom.
Boy, them 3,000.
They line each other's schedules up and go and have sex in the bathroom. Like, this is wild. Ain't no way. And then y'all break up and then go date somebody else the next week.
This was in the bathroom at the Castle Square. That was the first time I ever had sex in my life.
She ain't lying. They turn big.
I was in Hollywood, too.
I dropped
Hey,
it.
see, everybody got a little
They
strap.
walking out there with jeans, all type of nakedness.
Now, mind you, my daughter's in the 6th grade.
Yeah, they done turned that to a club for sure. And then you know they turn the lights off and everything.
And then have the little lights on it. Look like a little club. They be having like the LED lights and stuff like that. Yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm dropping my daughter off.
And the kids, they skipping the finger pop. They ain't fingering them. They going straight to having sex. They ain't really going to that.
None of it. None of
Straight
it.
to sex.
And they like sending nude pictures and everything. And I'm like, what in the world? I wasn't even doing this.
Y'all, I was at work.
Y'all really get me. I done dropped my daughter off up there about 2 times.
What AirTag gonna do? He know where she at.
Oh, we're going to start again.
We jump into it. We jump into it. What do you want to jump next? I'm going with
Since we're talking about
I'm glad I got boys.
Hey man, how old was you, man? When Cal was a scrap that closed out all the time.
it was my 6th grade summer, and it was a young lady from Greenline. I ain't gonna say her name. I met her at Fall for Greenwood. And she walked to the McAllister Square, and me, my homeboy, and my other homeboy. Bruh, she walked with that motherfucker. Yeah.
She was very desirable.
I pressed. The whole week I was pressing and trying to put them colorful colors on my head.
Not that colorful one.
Green, red, orange, black. And that shit went down in McAllister Square, man. I remember that shit, man. Clear the day, man. Shout out to her.
Ain't no way.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was
Not she was on point.
She know who she is. You said shout out to her, do she know who she is?
Hey, I know her.
She know who she is. Well, I'm sure she know who she is.
She should know she had sex at the McAllister Square.
She should know. Hey, that's wild.
That's first time.
Was it her first time too?
It was his.
I don't think it was hers at all.
And now she walked up there.
No, she knew what she was getting herself
the
into.
whole time.
Right.
I was preparing that whole week, and I was like, "Yep, I'm going to McAllister Square this
Little
week."
fast ass and burning
How old are you?
first time ass.
It was my 6th grade summer.
Okay.
See?
Oh damn, but he started.
I ain't dropping my daughter off nowhere. We used to have lock-ins at the skate ring and all that. I didn't do none of that. But the people at the skate ring knew what was going on. They were like, nope, y'all can't be together, y'all can't sleep together. Like, no, none of that.
I can imagine you, man. I can see you right now. Now, yeah. I'm always on the other side of the room.
Hey, you ain't go to the White House Rose skate ring, you don't know nothing about the skate ring.
No. The people got babies. I'm talking about babies on babies. Different baby daddies. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool on all that.
I got one more question for y'all though. What y'all think about Rod Wave shooting this goddamn car 14 times allegedly?
Why?
That woman done pissed that man
I don't
off.
know why. Why? Tell me why.
Nobody knows why.
Rod Wave been emotional since he came out.
Hey, bro.
And
Hey, bro.
It's not
Don't do that, bro. Don't do my boy like that,
He
bro.
been emotional since he
Don't-
came
don't
out.
do
I agree with you, but that girl had to have pissed him off real bad.
Hey, look, though.
That boy been
Look,
going
though.
through it since he came out.
And look, though. 14 times.
You had to let out some aggression.
14
I don't think she was
times.
See, that ain't really nothing but a split second. You just hold the trigger about 2 seconds.
Listen at you over here, come on.
I done been in the shooter 14 times. I've never
I'm
been
sure,
home
I'm
14.
sure.
Was she in the car?
Hey, she in the car?
Was she in the car?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, man.
Okay, he was just like,
I mean, they ain't no
probably
busting
bought
the
the
girl.
car.
They ain't no busting the girl. Busting out your
Probably bought the car.
It can your
It ain't no different.
No, you ain't in
So
it.
it ain't no different than me busting out your windows. You shooting on my car 14
You ain't
times.
in it.
You ain't in it though.
Same aggression.
So I'm asking y'all something. What is the charge if I bought the car and you can't get me for motherfucking malicious damage or nothing? That's my shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She probably just pissed that man off.
It ain't attempted murder or nothing.
And
That's
right.
why in the car.
And vandalism. That's it.
Hey, and you gotta think, the amount of energy that it take a woman to kill some shit, slash the tires, bust your windows out, break
It
your
take none of
rear
that.
off. Bro, it
It
just
take
takes
none of
seconds.
that.
Wow, I'm out. And it took 30 minutes. Yeah.
Emotion.
Okay.
Hey, look, though. It was just a. Hey, look, though.
Nah, hey, a
Look,
ride away
though.
was emotional.
It was just a straight believer.
Like,
I give it that
I feel like it
For a
was.
woman to do that, all them is emotion. She
She
standing
did.
high.
No, but
I feel like it was she wanted more money or she wanted more something from him. He felt like she was ungrateful. Okay, alright, I'm gonna take this back then. That's what I feel
I think it was a little deeper than
Want me to
that.
tell you what
You
happened?
was fucking off.
That's what I
I
think
you,
too.
bitch. And about you that watch, that car, the chain. Yeah, I'm gonna wake this bitch up too. Bitch ain't going nowhere. Gone. I know it happened.
I mean, that's
She
it.
being emotional.
We had the party of the century.
Go ahead and let the stuff come out, boy.
I know what happened.
We know what happened in the time.
I don't see no. Only thing I'm saying is I don't see no man doing nothing like that. Unless you stepped on his heart.
I know it.
Unless you took some money.
I wanted to do that.
Huh?
Unless you took some money.
Well, you gotta think, if you've been there for a girl like that, you've been providing, right? It's a thing where a woman can take, you've been doing all this shit for her, and then she come back and she start talking that shit like, I don't give a fuck about what you
Yeah,
did, it
but
don't
bro,
matter.
right.
And Rodway already emotional, so he gonna get in his
But
feelings.
even in that perspective, bro, a girl doing that, guess what? Everything I done got you, guess what? You can have. Leave. You not grateful. I'm good.
I don't
Grateful.
think that shit.
But now he's emotional though.
Pull a pistol out, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
Boy, you had to step on my heart. You had to. All that ungrateful shit, guess what? Get out of here.
That's
You need to pull a pistol out, bro.
Very.
And shoot. Boy, you had to do something real crazy, bro. That's just how I feel. I wouldn't do that right
Now this,
now.
I would never do that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I wouldn't
Hey,
do
have you ever said in a situation, yo, I'll never put my hands on a woman, right? But then you get with this one woman that make you understand. I understand why some niggas put their hands on women because
Yeah,
certain dudes you talk to like that, they ain't gonna be able to handle the same amount of shit that I can clutch in and I can say, oh, hey, I'm about to leave. Rod Wave, I mean, that's a chubby ass nigga. He probably ain't swinging like that. He living off his bread, and you know the nigga gonna cry. So the right woman getting his ass, he gonna goddamn dive in his emotions. All my money that I've been putting out for your ass, oh, that wasn't enough. He getting emotional. He gonna do some dumb
He
ass
know he
shit.
emotional based off his music, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Can
He
you
was.
stop listening to Rod Wave?
That's what I'm saying. See, it could have been something small that set that man off. It could have been just small stuff adding and he's like,
Angela Bassett burnt to be a little bit. She said it was trash. Wait, man said she was like, yeah, it's
But
trash.
he did her like a dog.
I know, and so she could have did him like a dog, so he had to spray that motherfucking $200,000 bill in the fuck it, have a nice day. I got it, I give it a 2
he's
show.
right, I'm on it.
Hey, so.
Nigga, I'm at that A show, let's go. Y'all can go see y'all give me 20 minutes and buy her another one. Can't even do nothing, buy her another one, that's it. He gonna buy her another truck, the big one.
The big one.
The biggest.
You feel me? Face recognition.
That pussy have power, man. Yeah.
Oh, that pussy definitely got power, boy. If you don't believe that pussy got power,
You lose that
boy,
big
you a
investment,
goddamn
boy, it's
fool.
over with, boy. You going crazy.
I think it's both ways. Clearly,
We got
Cassie.
power too. We got power.
That's why I said it goes both ways. Cassie,
Yeah.
Cassie is a prime example that a Tootsie Roll
That was
drive
money,
you crazy.
that was money, that was millions of dollars.
Oh well.
That was lifestyle.
Hey, same way.
You know what I'm saying?
You know. Okay, well look, we can take and what's that girl's name?
Cardi B out here moving like a pimp.
Man, Cardi B is an idiot.
Cardi B doing too much. She ain't even divorced. She ain't even divorced yet.
Why she an idiot?
Because she's not divorced yet.
She thinks she got a nigga, but everybody else fucking in the industry. Who knows?
But he said,
You dumb. I can see if she went and
She
got
should
a
have came
dude.
harder.
I can see if she went and got a dude that everybody can get. That's different. You got the dude that every girl in the industry.
He just had a baby.
That's her pattern. Offset was a nigga that everybody was fucking. So
But did everybody have them? No, you did.
Well, a lot of people have it still. A lot of people have it still.
Who he got kids by? Who else famous he got kids by?
But
You mean famous?
Yes.
Oh, you saying
Who's
famous?
in the league with Cardi B? Who else he got kids by? So that was your nigga. Y'all both famous, y'all both hoes. Stay with him. You went and got
I think she done
you went and got old baby and he knocking off your Miami. That's your enemy.
Yeah, but his baby ain't even 5 months old
he
yet.
fucking your
That's why
enemy.
I say y'all gotta pick up her pattern. When she came on Love and Hip Hop, she was in love with a prison nigga. Come on now, this is what she
But what I'm
wants.
saying is, Offset was her level. She's not gonna beat Offset. It's over with. She's not gonna top Offset.
Wholeness probably.
I'm telling you, she ain't gonna top it, man. Cause old buddy gonna drive it.
but
He
she still,
fucking-
I
he
get what
fucking
you're
out
saying
his
as far as
She
she
fucking
looks.
everything that
Hey, but the thing is, she signed up for that. She walked into that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna call her an idiot, but I do feel like it's crazy. Like, why would you?
hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Why would you?
Hey, bro.
You left Offset because he was quote unquote cheating.
He should not have got that
What you get with somebody else is gonna do the same thing. So at the end of the day, I agree with him. Like, why not just stick with your baby?
Right, that part.
That don't even make sense. Like, even if that's her pattern, you still did not prove a point. You left this man to get with a man to do the same thing. So work it out with your man. Your man.
in Cardi defense though, I know Offset is hot about it. I'm not saying Offset ain't hot because he is that nigga. And anytime your girl is with that nigga, I don't care how many bitches he got, you gonna be mad at your bitch one of them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, that's fact.
Yeah, I'm saying she ain't doing herself no service.
She not doing. No, I agree.
Now, she
You left one man to go to another man that do the same exact thing. Granted, y'all not exclusive or in a relationship or whatever. That was her husband.
Right,
so that's
right.
the only difference. But still, it's still the fact that stands that we got the same variable. You got the same thing over here that you got over there. What's the point?
So that's why I said like Offset is really her count because it's gonna be hard to get somebody else to take her serious. That's
But
why I
there's
said.
people that be wanting to take
I'm
her
not saying
serious.
they won't, but I'm just saying.
And that boy name is Stephon Diggs.
That's what I did. My bad.
We got no way, man.
Stephon Diggs out here striking everything.
You said what?
She's not making it doesn't make sense.
But the dog that she is now, he has history of being a dog that she, that's why y'all saying she could have
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She don't want to
You said
So
that.
y'all don't believe that a person can change?
Well,
But he's not though. He's sleeping with the other women at the same time. He just has her in public. That's what we're saying. He's doing the same exact thing that Offset is doing, but she's out in public and being happy with him. What we're saying is, if both the men are doing the same thing, why did you leave your husband if you're just gonna go to a man that's doing the same exact
The
thing?
sex is better.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying.
The sex is better. Right, okay, you gotta look at it like this, right? I'm saying about to smoke, drink, do whatever, right? That man is an athlete.
Right.
Digging her deep.
Right.
For hours.
For hours. You know what I'm saying?
You got a point.
That's what it is. She don't give a fuck about what he doing. He's fucking me.
Right. No, right. That's what I'm saying.
That's all it is.
I'm saying
What,
that.
you can't buy what?
This,
What you can't buy?
You can't buy woo.
but that's exactly what you right though. You right though. That's what I'm saying.
I see that right
But what I'm saying though, as a woman who just got out of marriage, it's not doing her like personally no disservice.
You said she been fucking through the marriage.
You said what?
You said she been fucking through the marriage.
I'm saying, but what? Just because she
And a marriage thing never mean nothing, dude.
no, the marriage did mean something. She's hurt. But she's
No, Offset was the one that was cheating through the marriage.
Man, y'all know Hardy was in no side.
Allegedly, but it did come out that Cardi B was having sex while she was pregnant with his last baby.
We don't know.
But I mean, allegedly, that's what
Well, y'all need to use that I don't know with the whole situation because we don't know none of the facts. We don't know
We
what
know
they
stuff like
But
this.
if everybody, if different people are coming out saying that they slept with
Oh,
him
the
too.
girls talking about stuff for he digging shit.
Right,
That's
but
what I'm
I'm
saying.
talking about.
That man probably don't smoke.
On all the women platforms, they screaming stuff like this. You ain't no name ringing in the streets. Louder than stuff like this right now. I'm
Every
telling you.
woman, when Offset get out his feelings and get over it, he
He
won.
gonna win.
He won
He
him.
gonna win.
He won him.
That's what I'm
Because at the
saying.
end of the
He
day,
got killed.
you all right. You are at the end of the day. She still didn't come no trim than him. She went really and truly. You played yourself.
She did.
She played the fuck out of herself. So when Offset get over that shit, he won up on her ass, and she should have knew better.
He already won.
And all I'm
You
saying
know
is,
better, you do better, baby girl, and that's just being honest. I don't give a damn. Like Tish talking about, she's saying, you know, we don't know that. That man is slaying other bitches. I don't care.
I'm saying, like, we don't really know what's going on. Like, just because
bro,
y'all see how
he hitting her
I'm
enemy.
saying that he's not hitting her, but just because they're about together, that made them in a relationship.
We're not saying they in a
She
relationship.
still could be holding with him just like he holding with other people. We don't really know.
That's not what we're saying.
Why you holding out with him?
But what I'm saying is, if you're my wife, what I'm saying is, if you're my wife, and you're
But you're
holding,
still married.
and you're
Yeah,
holding,
you're still.
Hold on, 1 second. Give me one time out. Hey, one time out. Hey, well, hey, listen, I just want y'all to get y'all social medias out real quick because we're gonna take this off camera and get it straight to the show. So go ahead and tell everybody what y'all represent.
yo, it's your boy Cash Out. Follow me on Facebook, Cash Out Keys,
All my money.
Instagram, Cash
I
Out.
mean, it's like my night.
Yeah.
My endorsement from night.
It's your girl, Jasmine J. Jasmine Davis 88 on Instagram, Jasmine_J1588 on Snapchat, and Jasmine Wilkins on Facebook. Your favorite bartender, the best cleaner, etc.
And she got the motherfucking legs out tonight. I see it. You ain't got the legs out. I was got the legs out.
I'm weak. It's your girl Mary Mac. No C in my Mac. You can find me on all social media platforms, including YouTube. XO Mary Mac. No C in the Mac.
Hey, no see in the back. Hey, look, no disrespect. No, I ain't gonna say it. You know what?
Don't you start to pull this.
There's something clap. Cheeks clapping in that motherfucker.
Don't start that. Don't you make that a thing. Don't you make that a thing.
There we go. SD High School,
Oh, Mary
Instagram,
South, too.
Facebook, goddamn.
I believe she be feeling on me mad. Like she'll walk up behind me and just be feeling on me.
Mary, I gave you a little bit. I said, okay, Mary, soft like me. Y'all got two sisters on the stage.
Not Kelsey and Becky. We got the order for us to be Kelsey and Becky. And I ain't sharing my man.
Not a damn thing.
And it's HTG.
Nah.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram.
Real hard. Real bad.
On Facebook, SD High Stuff, Facebook, SD High Stuff, Instagram, HTG Podcast, Instagram, SD Visions on Twitter.
Why did y'all get the same
And
handle?
TikTok, everything HTG Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But we about here, we're gonna continue the conversation, we're just gonna cut the recording.
Yo, bro, let me get one of them in the 2X.
What color?
Blue.